Hello, and good Lord, here I go again. Um, I just felt inspired, so I just wanted to share. I want to share some more about trees. Um, I talked about this at one point that it was a volume of books. Trees were a whole volume all by themselves. Restiflora and Lana had to follow. I'm not going to get into it now, but the science and everything that we have learned about trees, oh my heavens, and the impact on this planet and all life and all its diversity, it's incredible. It's mind blowing. Now we have the knowledge, it could seep to us a little bit at a time, and they differentiate it and separate it so that we don't see the big picture of just how important trees are all by themselves to everything here on this planet that exists. And I can't get into it here, it's a volume of a book. Plenty of research and various fields of expertise, again, separating out the truths so that we remain ignorant and continue to push this design on down the road. Trees. Stop and think for a minute. Our relationship with trees alone. I get so aggravated when I hear people arguing about politics. We got folks arguing with each other about who's the president. Who gives a shit? Like anybody in DC is going to do a damn thing except make sure they get reelected, which means telling you anything you want to hear. And then passing legislation that sounds pretty but doesn't do a damn thing. Yeah, you remember the great big pollution push and all the politics involved in the media and the big bills got passed. Oh yeah, I don't remember its name, who cares? It didn't do a damn thing but continue to perpetuate the same shit and convince people that we were all over it, making a difference. Yeah, we weren't going to poison the water anymore or the air. We're going to call people out, hold them accountable. Great success. We all patted ourselves on the back. A huge movement forward. And then there's the fine print. Pollution credits. I'm going to keep on polluting, and this company over here that ain't, well, we're just going to use their good practices to justify our bad. And accountability, what? The fines? Oh hell, they're so much cheaper than doing it the right way. We'll just keep polluting the water and the air. Who gives a shit? We'll pay the fine. Profits, profits, profits. While we poison all life. Quit looking at DC and being distracted like they're gonna do shit. It's up to us, folks. They do work for us, but they forget. And so do we, apparently. Please. Like the president is going to make a difference. Half the things the president says they can do, if you look at our Constitution, they don't even have the authority in the executive branch to do. Wake up. Look at the trees. And not the politicians on TV. Look what's happening. You think there is no accountability? We're so arrogant because they don't look like us, right? Not built like us, not designed like us. They don't defend themselves against us. So we think, what, because it ain't Lord of the Rings and they don't pull up their roots and choke us off in order to spare themselves and all other life that depends on them? They're oblivious to what's going on. They're just trees. You stupid, stupid people. Our science tells us differently. So does our history. And everything we look around and truly see. Instead of the design that's been placed in front of us that looks pretty. Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's nasty. So do most of others. But we're trapped. We're born into it, aren't we? Indentured servants right from the get-go. It's too big. We can't make a change. That's what they tell us. But the changes we're making mean something they don't. Just as a tree doesn't lift up its roots and grab you by the throat and toss your ass. Doesn't mean it doesn't have its own defense mechanisms. Forget, it's different from us. It approaches its existence different. It's got more compassion. It's also got a lot more power and love. We better get our shit together. Anyway, I just needed to get that out there. I'm feeling passionate right now. I'm ready to speak. I've had enough. What time I have left, I'm going to use wisely. So whenever I pass, hopefully old as old can be, bouncing little kitties on my knee, and telling them stories and asking them, what do you need from me? Because all this was for you and those after you for eternity. I don't have much more time left, no matter how long that is, right? I mean, I'm 55. So let's be realistic. This is about the generation behind me now. I've lived. I'm still gonna live and love, but man, we gotta pay it forward. Eternity don't happen by itself, folks. There's nothing out there that tells us it does except ourselves. Some things that we wrote into history that have absolutely no merit to be found anywhere don't even make sense if we truly look at them with open eyes. That's another video for another time. I'm looking at life that's real in front of me, and I see life everywhere, and it speaks. I'm so excited to tell you what I hear it saying. It's saying, join me. Let's push back. Gently, but with accountability and determination. Because it ain't just about you or me or even us, unique and sane. It's about we and love and truth and our posterity. All life. We got a choice. I'm gonna make mine with each day I have left. Maybe I'll live for eternity. I don't want that. Maybe I do. Sure is a beautiful place. Everywhere I turn, just gorgeous. This creation, this art, oh my gosh. Creator's hand is beautiful. We are so fortunate to be part of this. Let's turn our eyes back to it and wean ourselves off this poison tip that mankind has pushed in our mouth from birth. Let's not pass it on to our children. Let's give them something nourishing. Let's help prepare a place of zen, a garden they can sit in and nourish for themselves and their next generations forever. That's the dream. That's in the design. And it's in my book, and my art, and in my heart. And my children, it's in yours. I know because I shared it with you. And I'm sharing it with you again. I'm so blessed. Thank you, everybody. Tree. I hear the call to speak. And I'm speaking. I'm singing. It sounds pretty. All right. I need to stop. Breathe. Be at peace. Be well. Nurture Zen.